Hello there, Aquarius. Aquarius. Welcome to your weekly read. You could be tuning in if you're a sun, moon, rising, or Venus sign in Aquarius. Let's get into it with the Revelations Tarot and Earth Spirit for the four bodies of existence: physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual. What are the overall energies this week for Aquarius in the physical body of existence? Spirit, what wants to come through? It is the Seven of Pentacles. Okay, so in the physical body of existence, there's something that is just irking you. All right, you've really been trying your hardest to get with the program, Aquarius, but there's something that's just irking you. You're just not receptive to it. You've got your arms crossed. You're just not feeling the vibes. Okay, it could be in relation to money, it could be in relation to work, it could be something of the sort. However, I feel like it's closer to home than that. You know, it's got the pentacles, it's in the physical body of existence, so it's something or someone, you know, people, places, situations or things in the physical that is around you that you're just not vibing with. Most likely a masculine, and you know, the masculine within you is just mirroring out this resistance. You're just like not feeling it. You're just not even impressed. You're not amused. You know, at times you feel like blessed, lucky, grateful, even hopeful that this person will come around. But I feel like there's some type of toxic energy exchange that's going on. That's why it's being solidified in your physical. But again, you're just like, it's just a drain. That's the energy that I'm getting. So what oracle wants to come through? Purity. Yeah, you're a very pure soul. The collective that I'm tuning into for the Aquarius, and you know, Aquarius is, you're very mystical, very mysterious, and there is a purity within you that yes, others can see, but then again, others can't. And you know, there is a misconception and also a neglecting of your purity. Like, I don't know, there needs to be more attention to your purity. There's an ignorance going on here. Someone is ignoring how pure and receptive, how sensitive you actually are. So you know goddamn well how to block off that reception, how to not allow your purity to be polluted by this situation, by this person, by these people. So, you know, we could go into this spiritual toxic new age realm of like, what are you vibrating at to attract this? I just spoke to Gemini about this. You know, these dark forces, the veil controllers, they ultimately seek out the purest ones because they can feed, they can harbor off your purity due to they know the traumas, if they know the traumas, because the sensitive ones become more traumatic. You know, we expel an energy of trauma, of frustration, of rejection, of resentment, and you know, there's just something here that is like feeding off it, triggering it. If you would like to book into a cord cutting session, I really feel like that is necessary for some of you all, because there's just like you're just not down for it, okay? To be honest, I don't feel like you really need a cord cutting session. I think like you all have this under control, and the collective of Aquariuses that I'm tapping into, you know how to cut cords, you know how to cut people off, you know when enough is enough. But it's kind of worrying the fact that you're still even observing it, the fact that it's in your physical reality. So let's move into the emotional body of existence, see if anything comes up in the emotional body of existence in regards to this. Yeah, like there's someone that is like definitely like a thief of your perceptions. They're encouraging judgments and feeding off it because it's in the emotional body of existence. The emotion, energy and motion is where the feed is shown. So, you know, I do think it's time to be free of this connection, this energy feed, Aquarius. All that glitters isn't gold. That is what is coming through. There's someone that is definitely a thief of the night, and not in the way that Jesus is a thief of the night. Like, this is a thief of energies because it's showing up in your emotional body of existence. The Seven of Swords is, you know, someone that like ultimately is a thief. And because it's like showing up in your emotional body of existence, it's just like you're just not down for this connection. And now that I'm tapping into it, there's a couple of beings like around you that is like this. You know, you seem to be aligning to these beings. And I think the lesson, test, and blessing here for your Aquarius is to just stop feeding it, to just have nothing to do with these types of people. And they're showing up as different characters, but yet they're still doing the same thing. It's not about stealing off you physically. However, you know, I do feel like someone here has stolen off you physically. It's more so the energetic feed because it's in the emotional body of existence. So we do have Gaia, you know, connecting to Sophia, connecting to Mother Gaia, connecting to that purity, connecting to Mother Earth, grounding, getting out of the physical, masculine, patriarchal society, getting out of these judgments. You know, for starters, if you find that you're around someone that is judging continuously, like, who are they to judge? They're ultimately just mirroring out their own judgments of themselves. Like, they see themselves in the mirror of whoever they're freaking bitching about, gossiping about, judging about. And, like, that's the actual thing that is draining you. Even though I feel like you've fallen into, like, the giving in of talking about it, you know, you just want to rise above. Like, you want to move into connections that make you feel good. And, like, ultimately this connection here, or these connections, is not making you feel good. So Page of Cups here in the mental body of existence, I do see a shift and a change in your perception of viewing of these people. And it's just like, it's going to get to the point where enough is enough, and you're going to swim away like the mermaid and tend to your own emotions, filling your cup back up. You know, no matter what these beings or this being may be offering, it is time to connect back to your sensuality, back to your creativity. You know, I can see some of y'all may even have an OnlyFans. Like, when I see this creativity card, it really looks like a yoni, right? Like, and, you know, some of y'all, you know, maybe expressing yourself in some type of sensuality or sexuality. Like, it may even be in a connection with someone. You know, there may be some ecstatic dance. Some of y'all may be like even a pole dancer, some sensual dancer or something, like exotic dancer. I'm not sure, but there is some type of, you know, expression that needs to happen. The feminine needs to come out, because there is certain people, places, situations, and things, Aquarius, that is not allowing, you know, your femininity to come out. Even if you're a masculine, like, it really is time to move your hips, Aquarius. Like, you really have to allow this feminine within you. We are all masculine and feminine, not in the ways that you'll think. Like, I speak to the twin souls, so the feminine or the masculine that you're tapping into legit is another soul. Just be in awareness of that. However, you do have this energy. Here we have the Star card. This is your card, Aquarius, here. You know, you are going to shine. You are going to be a star. You are really going to make it big if you continue and focus on you and your creativity. You may be starting a new business, Aquarius. You may be, you know, have some prospects where you want to expand your finances or investments or something of the sort. And when you're still in this connection with the Seven of Pentacles and the Seven of Swords, like, the angels are really tinging you and pinging you to, like, say, get away from this frog. Like, ultimately, like, it's not a prince. It's not a prince. It's legit just a frog. It's a dirty ass toad. Okay? Or it's not a princess. It's just a dirty ass witch. Okay? So, like, get away from it. We do have mermaids really coming through a lot here. We have the mermaid card with the Page of Cups, but then we actually have the mermaid card. Really connecting to your emotions and what makes you feel good. What not feeds your ego, because I feel like a lot of people have made you think that whatever this creativity is, this gift ultimately that you have, it's an ego feeding thing. It's not. Like, you legit are creative. Even if it's just posting photos or posting poems or quotes or memes or something, like, you know, you really have a unique way of viewing reality, Aquarius, and it is time to break free. It is time to, you know, feed and fill your own cup, ultimately. Whatever brings you confidence, that's where you need to be. And I feel like it may even be like closing all the blinds, closing all the doors, moving into the hermit energy, solitude in some way, shape or form, and getting back in touch with your creativity. It could be painting, it could be arts and crafts, like whatever. and, you know, becoming this sensual being with yourself. Like, make love to yourself, ultimately, is what I'm getting. And trust your gut feeling. Let your heart lead you to who you are. So yeah, you definitely had like a gut feeling. Your instincts are telling you something about a certain situation, and you just need to slow down and relax and have the faith and trust that it'll be okay, especially if you do cut certain things off. Each person has been made for some specific work. The longing for that work has been put into the heart. We waste our energy designing and carrying out plans to become what we already are. The secret of having a successful life lies in having a combination of love and faith. Love is the power that makes us fearless to move forwards. Faith develops perseverance in us. No matter how long it takes us or the number of challenges that come along the path, it takes both love and faith to lead us joyfully to where we are going. This oracle brings grace to make you aware of a universe inside you. Reach for it by seeking experiences that would open new dimensions of reality to you, Aquarius. Discover what you generally care about and make sure you are being true to what you find. When you completely focus on what you are doing and are fully immersed in it, you are in a state of flow. Being in flow makes work effortless. Your creative power increases and you will be inspired and more motivated from within. Oh dear Aquarius, the way is open for you to see what is possible. The love you feel inside your heart is what directs and guides you to where you have been programmed to go. You already hold the map to your treasures. Your heart is already awakened to divine love. By trusting and following it, you will be strengthening your capability to make decisions for your life, Aquarius. Soon you will discover your thoughts are seeds that will sprout and grow. You can break out of confinement and limitations and move beyond what others say you can't do. So the mantra for Aquarius this week is, I tell myself I can. I can. It is time to turn my big ideas into reality. I have faith in my vision and believe in myself. So yeah, if you'd like to book into a soul purpose or a soul mission read with me, it's the same thing, soul mission reads, that'd be great. But yeah, it's all about like breaking free of this confinement and really moving into your soul purpose and being that creative you, that gift that you have. So thanks, Aquarius. I'll see you all on the other side. Namaste. Amen.